"Wow, you actually showed up wearing that." His voice sneered across the room, loud enough for everyone nearby to hear. I froze mid-step, the punch of humiliation hitting me like a cold splash. I turned toward him, Matt, my wife's friend, the one who always had a sarcastic comment ready, and locked eyes. The laughter around him felt like knives. My wife, Emily, stood beside me, biting her lip, trying not to laugh but clearly caught off guard. I took a deep breath. "Excuse me?" I asked, calm but deadly serious. Matt smirked, leaning back, thinking he had the upper hand. "You heard me. That shirt. That color. Really?" I could feel heat rising in my chest, the familiar sting of embarrassment, but something snapped inside me. This wasn't the old me, the one who'd let someone like him belittle me for attention. Not tonight. "Yeah," I said slowly, deliberately, letting the room go silent. "I wore it because it's mine. And apparently, you need to learn that mocking someone doesn't make you funny. It just makes you pathetic." A few heads turned, murmurs spreading through the party. Matt's smirk faltered, a flicker of confusion crossing his face. Emily's jaw dropped. "Wow. I didn't." I held up a hand. "Let me finish. You think being loud and rude gives you power, Matt? It doesn't. It makes you small. You want to laugh at me? Fine. But remember this, confidence isn't measured by putting others down. It's measured by owning who you are. And right now, I'm owning this moment." The silence that followed was heavy. Even Matt didn't know what to say. He opened his mouth, then closed it, muttering something that sounded like a weak excuse. I ignored him, letting the pause do the work. Emily's eyes were wide, a mixture of admiration and shock. I can't believe you just." I shrugged, letting a small smile curl my lips. "Believe it. I'm not here to be anyone's punchline. And if someone thinks they can make me feel small to get a laugh, they're in for a surprise." Matt finally stepped back, muttering under his breath, and I could see him scanning the room for an ally. There were none. The laughter that had been aimed at me died as quickly as it had started, leaving him exposed. Emily reached out, placing her hand over mine. "That was amazing. I've never seen you handle someone like that before." I looked at her, letting the adrenaline calm. It's not about showing off. It's about drawing a line. About saying, I won't let anyone disrespect me in my own life, not even a friend of yours. She squeezed my hand. "I'm proud of you. Really." For the rest of the night, Matt avoided us. Every time I glanced his way, I caught a flicker of respect, or maybe fear. Either way, the dynamic had shifted. I wasn't the target anymore. I was someone who could stand firm, someone who didn't need validation from anyone but themselves. Later, as we left the party, Emily leaned in close. "You really shut him down. I didn't know you had that in you." I laughed softly, letting the night air fill my lungs. "I didn't know I did either. But here's the thing, it feels good to stand up for yourself. And it's about time I did it." She smiled, quiet admiration in her eyes. "I'm lucky to have you." I nodded, feeling a sense of calm and pride I hadn't felt in a long time. Standing up for myself didn't just silence Matt, it reminded me of my own strength, of the person I had become. And for the first time in a long while, I wasn't the guy who laughed along to fit in. I was the guy who commanded respect, simply by being himself.